the Bears have depth at the wide receiver position. At least I feel solid depth. You have, of course, Rome Odunze. You have Luther Burden. You're going to have guys like Khalif Raymond, Jahade Walker, Xavier Thomas, all competing for snaps at that wide receiver 3. And like I said in the last segment as well, don't overlook how much Colston Loveland could also potentially be used as a slot receiver at times for the Chicago Bears. Albert Breer presented something very interesting, though, in saying that a player like Kayshon Boutte could actually be a player that's available for a 5th or 6th round pick that could provide the Chicago Bears an instant wide receiver 3 that adds to everything that they like to do playing football wise. Now, of course, when you look at it in 34 career games, Kayshon Boutte has 78 catches for 1,158 yards and 9 touchdowns over that time period, right? This is a guy that, as you just look at the numbers, he posted career highs in yards per reception and touchdowns. In regards to that, this would give the Chicago Bears a proven wide receiver 3, right? And that's what a lot of people are looking for, is the proven. Jahade Walker, a question. Xavier Thomas, a question. Of course, getting the gadget player label, a lot of people have doubts in that. Khalif Raymond, right, is a guy as well that people don't necessarily have the biggest, because he's never really been a huge number guy, but he is a veteran that understands Ben Johnson's system, and we've seen how guys like that can thrive under Ben Johnson before, right? Kayshon Boutte would provide somebody who was on a team that went to the Super Bowl last year, still only 24 years old, 5'11", 197 pounds as well, 551 yards last season, 6 touchdowns as well, an average of 16.7 yards per reception. I love the concept of having a slot receiver that can do all those things. The question that you have there, though, is, I get it, a 5th or 6th round pick. I get that, right? I get that that's there. That's not a lot of draft capital to give up for a guy that could be a perfect slot receiver for you, that also has fallen a bit out of the rotation for that New England Patriots team as they have continued to add talent as well. And that's where this comes from, is that the Patriots may be willing to move off of him because of the other moves that they've made around and things like that. And, Albert Breer is one of those guys that when he talks, not to say that you take his words as 100% truth, but you do listen to it and say, okay, maybe could be some interest there, right? This is a guy that played at college at LSU, right? There's a guy that definitely gets downfield as well, right? He's not the quickest. Even at, usually at the 5'11" kind of receivers at his frame, you look at really good speed there. He's not the quickest wide receiver, but he does have the shiftiness to him as well, right? I do think that he can add to the floor and raise the floor of this wide receiver room. I think when you look at it, like over the past 2 years, over 550 yards in regards to both of those, right? Getting more than 68 targets a season as well. And when you look at an offense that's led by Ben Johnson and how they like to spread the ball out, get multiple receivers out there, all those type of things,